Absolutely not. They love a fight. Somebody to peek them and get that one deagle headshot in. Coming down the ladder definitely is going to be tricky with Zeus holding it with the AK-47. He's actually going up. He might be gifting them quite a bit there. Stewie with the instant headshot. They'll take that any day of the week.
That's very weird. I mean, not okay. Simple is going to peek, sees nothing. He's the only one that's getting any information or any knowledge of the A bomb site. No one's there. No one's in bathrooms. No one's out towards long. All they kind of had was that push from Zeus and kind of simple, you know, listening for something in the staircase that's going to give any indication. Now, thankfully, Navi have the players still over towards the B bomb site because that's where this hit is going to come in, but it's much more dangerous than they'd like.
Absolutely. Molotov there on Stewie picked up. Simple jumping right down into the tunnel. He's going to win that fight, but that could have been scary. It could have been 3 people instead of 1 down there. And just running into the fight. He has no care in the world. Going to pick up the kill and just keeps on going. 2 on 2 now. 16 seconds on the clock. And the bomb will go down. Going to be peeking up in towards heaven. Almost could have got taken down from Edward. He's in a very uncomfortable position down on that bomb site. Oh, God. He still lands the headshot fallen. That's a perfect shot with a pistol. And now Edward up here. He wants the peek at the same time, and he wins it anyway. Incredible transfer there. Edward doing a good job, and they're going to be getting that defuse in no problem. Actually, is he looking for a bit more? Yeah, wants the AK instead.
We saw Yanko clapping there after his team loses the 2-on-1, and you might be wondering why he seems to be celebrating the loss. And it's that they played it the right way, and that's all you can ask for. A double peek, Fallen swings out, he was locked in. You put Coldzera, you know, one of the best players in the world for 2 years running, especially in a position to get that trade kill, and he probably gets that, you know, 19 out of 20 times. This just happens to be the one where he misses it. But this is the smart play, and Edward just handles it so well. Good transfer over. They were probably trying to find a timing where he's either jumping up onto that railing or falling in towards water, but either way, they've taken as much money out of the pockets of Navi as they possibly can, and this is where MIBR really has to get going. This is the last chance they have to stay into this map.
Absolutely. The scoreline tells it all. 13-5 right now, and the rush is on. MIBR very quick, and they line up for Electronic. Aggressive behind the smoke. Simple takes a shot, and he's not even falling back. He's just sticking around. They hard called that push. They saw it coming. They had the setup for it, and they shut it down. This is an incredibly powerful performance out of Navi. Nothing like the wobbly team that we were seeing earlier in the tournament. They're focused right now.
Nothing like the one Fallen might have seen in that interview. They're playing this so well. Oh, nice shot from Fallen out towards Flamey. Flamey actually shot first, but less accurate. Now, Simple and Zeus, aggressive towards long, and even Edward is really shrinking the map, and he might be able to find one, maybe even both free kills, but he's happy with the information. He's just going to back away. And why not? You pass it on to Simple, who's now all on his lonesome. He gets to make a choice on how to play this. And they're going to have no idea he's here. Coldzera walks right into the barrel, and it's Fallen out. A challenge, and he's going to find that one, but he's not ready. Jumping around the corner, trying to gain a lot of ground, and Zeus is ready for it. 14-5. I think map 1 might be all wrapped up.
Yeah, they're doing an incredible job, and I mean, some of the mistakes we've seen out of Navi in the past where, you know, they gave a little bit away. There was that one round where Zeus climbed up the ladder. I think that's the closest we've got. And usually there's more than just a single round. So seeing them at this level, it could be really interesting. I mean,
even the mistakes just seem to be passing more data, more information on to Electronic and Simple to just be able to use it and just to be able to dominate this game, and that's the scary part.
It's great to watch. 20th round here, and Navi with all of the cards in their hand right now. They're doing it all right. Taking up a bit of a position. Instead, in case it was a rush through Monster Tunnel, he would have been ready. Instead, it's coming through the other side. Flamey still going to be able to get one good kill. There's a good return, though. Edward nearly going down. That would have given them everything they needed. Stewie picking up that one. 2-on-2, but he can't escape. Zeus able to land the headshot. They leave it all on firm. He sees the feet, and he knows he's boxed in by now. He's got so much time for it, but he's not checking the angle, and he's going to go down. Good triple for Zeus, getting a bit on his side. 15-5, 1 round away here from picking up map number 1 of the semifinals. We could be in a world, Moses. We don't know about the other one yet, and we obviously have different opinions, but there is a scenario in which we get number 1 and number 2 in the world in the grand finals.
That would be amazing. That would be an incredible thing, especially considering Navi, one of the first teams to really exploit some weaknesses in Astralis if they were to meet in the grand finals here. That would be a nice little matchup to have indeed. The op on fallen again, and Navi, I mean, the tough part is even when the kills come out, Navi's making all the right decisions on their rotations. Some damage taken from MIBR running through the flames, running through a Molotov, didn't want to waste a smoke to put it out. Electronic and Simple again aggressive here. They're looking to put a stop to this round before it even begins. Electronic hoping for the timing, but he's just going to fall away with Simple. Molotov to cover the retreat.
As they're falling back, they almost got caught by Fur. He was actually running through that, so, or at least right on the edge, so maybe could have caught them. Scary when you run with your back turned at that moment. 21st round. Last chance here for MIBR to have an impact on Overpass. Again, the map pick of Navi, and we're seeing why right now. Great headshot on Fur. Electronic giving a little bit away. Simple losing his partner in crime over here and maybe feeling a bit lonesome.
I think Simple wanted to peek with him at some point, but there's no chance to set any kind of play up like that as soon as if your head gets taken off immediately. Simple now is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive, which I'm sure he's fine with. Taking a deeper off angle. Fur's the only one here though, so no ability to trade this kill. If Simple wins that fight, it's a huge part of the map that stays in Navi's control that might just kind of stop any hit onto this A bomb site. Very hard to get in safely when you don't control long. That's even allowing Zeus to rotate over towards the B bomb site. Here comes the hit. Simple going to be under pressure. He's starting to fall back. When does he turn around? Oh, it's the perfect timing for Fur. It's going to be a free kill. He taps away, and MIBR is into the bomb site.
And they're going to run away on the other side. They already know it. That's a very, very patient play out of Fur. Like, he got that kill really early on. How long did he wait out there? Like 30 seconds-ish before he went and peeked, and it was just a good job. So, 6 rounds on the board, and I mean, the comeback's going to be very, very tricky.
Tricky's a good way to put it. Not likely is another way.
Yeah, you need to do it just right, Moses. No mistakes. maybe get the calculation perfectly. 9 more perfect rounds. That's simple. But even if they get close, even if they just start to build into it, right? Actually, one of the things that we haven't, I feel like some of the early MIBR rounds, once they picked up Stewie and Tarek, and it wasn't even just that they weren't looking good, is that they weren't even getting like enough kills on the board. I don't think that's true for this game, even if they're so far behind, right? The whole team is kind of there. They're kind of doing a good job. Just did not look like they were ready to play Overpass yet. Oh my God.
That was nice. That was very, very good. Yeah, 2 kills from Fur ends that round. 15-6. Navi buying up what they can, slowly running out of cash. They still have an AWP. They have 3 M4s and an SMG. It's a real luxury that Navi have right now. They can play this one default for 5 rounds in a row. They're going to be rushing right into the
4 players defending here, Anders.
What a call coming through the monster tunnel into the whole Navi lineup. Tarek is going to take down one, Simple with the instant return. And they have been called right now. They're all here and they're all rotating in. Stewie's out of it, and it doesn't look like they're going to make the breakthrough happen. Fallen going to take one in return, but Simple, he sees the shoulder, and that's all he needs. A 2-on-2 now. MIBR trying to hold on to this first map, and they tried to just have a power play into the bomb site. Now they're going to call it off, and I'm almost shocked that they make it out of the bomb site again alive. That's the bomb. Tarek straggling just a little bit behind, but he's going to make it through, and Cold Zero has actually got a good position here. Oh, God.
He beats Simple with a punch. Oh! Takes him out of the sky. And that should be it. Electronic has an AK-47. He's still kind of calling the bluff, and it looks like he might want to go for this. But, yeah, Simple got the information of Tarek running, but Cold Zero was 20 steps ahead of him and able to kind of cover and enter into that bomb site. Simple wasn't expecting it whatsoever. Wanted the information, but not the fight. I don't know if Electronic's going to go for this. He might just be looking to save that AWP right before the bomb explodes.
In terms of economy, that would be the wise move. I was almost thinking that he would. I mean, he's been playing a great game right now, so he must be feeling fairly fired up. 7 rounds on the board for MIBR. It is a difference. And they, I mean, I'm shocked that they didn't lose that round, rushing into a 4-man stack.
It's great trades coming in the whole way, and even still you could see how close it got. I mean, MIBR just was not ready for that many players there, and it's obviously bold to call that kind of a rush in this scenario, but you're also calling it, unfortunately, in a moment when Navi is running a stack along that wall, which added that extra player. Also, I mean, it might be part of it. Navi's been aggressive, remember, towards Fountain, towards Stairs, and they might be saying, you know, they've seen that aggression a number of times. There's not really a great chance they're going to want to call something fast towards the A bomb site, because they're going to have to be cautious of the fact that we've been there a number of times.
Maybe some of the Brazilian fans here starting to rally behind their team a bit more, starting to see that there's a bit of light at the end of the tunnel. 23rd round, that one AWP on Simple, do not underestimate it. Again, he is a madman when it comes to this particular gun. A lot of, triple grenade right to the face of Zeus, who was jumping for that peak. Beautiful stuff.
Every advantage counts, and MIBR found themselves one here, and there goes Simple. That's the danger weapon, although Edward picks it up. Obviously a much different caliber of AWPer than Simple is. Double mollies in the staircase just to ensure themselves they're going to have an easy time getting up. No pressure, no defense. There's the jump, and oh boy, Edward pins him to the wall. And now I think they kind of realize, Navi, what's coming. So they've actually put themselves in position at this A-bomb site. This might be a little bit dicey for MIBR. One more pick with that AWP from Edward, or some trouble clearing out this CZ from Electronic, and there could be an issue.
That's a good entry for Stewie. Easy to go down to that CZ 75. Such a powerful pistol. Oh, Edward getting that kill on Stewie, extinguishing the flames. But now they've been blocked off. They're going to boost on top. He does see somebody. But that SWAT truck is very hard to shoot through indeed. Flamey looking for it with the Deagle and picking it up against Fur. Now 30 seconds and the bomb has gone down. But it's a 2-on-2 and MIBR. Out of all the ways you could lose the map, this would be a horrendous way of going. Edward, very mobile with the AWP. He's got no fear right now. He just knows that it's 1 in 100 that they're going to win it. So might as well just try and go for it. No scoping around the corner, and they don't have a kit right now. He's going to tap it a single time, and they're not biting just yet. Waiting on the other 10-second defuse as well. There's Tarek. Good attempt from Edward, but I think that was his last chance, and he's going to fall back. Round number 8 on the board for MIBR. Slowly creeping back into the game.
It's so fine if Tarek dies here. He's trying to take the AWP away, making sure they invest in it. It's the only way MIBR is going to get back into this. If they can maintain economic control, they have the money to sacrifice an AK-47. Make Navi invest in the AWP if they want it, and they can't do it this round. They don't have enough cash, and there's that nade stack. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. And Fallen expecting that peak, expecting something aggressive from Simple to keep them in the round. And even Edward showing off some skills. But still, again, it's a situation where if you're MIBR, you just have to feel Navi's been one step ahead of you this whole map. And even though they didn't have the weapons to fight with in the previous round, that's got to be worrying that they're able to rotate into position perfectly.
They called it very well. And it is a bit unnerving when every single round is a struggle all the time. You have to fight, even when you're up against pistols. Long range here. Simple does not connect with a Deagle flick, and he doesn't want to stick around for it. Going to be falling back instead. 3 men on the B-bomb site, and slightly forward position for Electronic, playing up by the restrooms. So this is all pretty standard out of Navi right now. Maybe a boost into connector. Could definitely catch someone. Last time it was the jumping AWP shot. Now we'll see if Stewie's going to be careful and check it. Not yet. And that's an easy kill for Edward. Good setup. A good little trick.
All right, so MIBR now a man down. They have to fight against these pistols. Fur out towards long. Tarek looking for a push. We spotted the legs. He can equalize, and he is going to do it. Controls the spray at range. Doesn't want any more pressure coming his way, so Edward traded off. Back into a 4-on-4 we go. Fur's getting very close to long A, and Electronic is still halfway up bathrooms. Pop flash to find some information. Electronic peeks with it, and there's the knowledge. There's the kill from Fallen, and there's the kill from Fur. They've taken it all away. MIBR is going to get to 9, so really starting to build into this game. It feels like it might be too late still, but this is a pretty impressive run from an MIBR team that seemed out of it.
Oh, absolutely. 5 rounds in the first half. Nowhere near good enough. And on this T side, though, looking a bit better. Zeus playing around here with a 5.7. Really good pistol. Fur is going to take him down anyway. Double kill on his own. 17 overall on him. And Fallen with 18, so those two are firing really well at the moment. And Flamey's stolen that AK-47, so he's going to be happy about that. 9 rounds to 15. It's still a long way. It's one mistake from losing the map all the time.
Now you at least have some hope. Now if you're an MIBR fan, you're starting to feel good, and you can at least see the light at the end of the tunnel. Question becomes, can they make it all the way? Still going to be so difficult, and another big challenge right here. I imagine we're going to see the double ops come from Navi. They have all the cash in the world. as this losing bonus has built up. It's not full force. These past 4 rounds that MIBR have won, there's been a couple that Navi have tried to save, but it's been 4 bomb plants and 4 bomb explosions, so they're finding ways into the bomb site now. Timeout called from Navi so they can take a breath.
Deep breath. They have pretty much secured this first map. They've pretty much won it. But you've got to go all the way, and if you end up in overtime, the game changes in such a dramatic way. It's ridiculous what happens when you get there. And you also just don't want to give MIBR a chance to warm up, to wake up, to start to really make it work here on this map.
We had the comeback, and it was in the Legend stage that was 4-15, and a comeback occurred. This would be the biggest one, I think, of the group stage, perhaps 5-15 in the semifinals, certainly in terms of the impact and the situation and the context around it. We'll see if MIBR can complete that run. Fallen's going to have the op still.
Still a little bit away, but we'll give them the runway. Simple. Not going to be charging forward, just sticking them behind a little bit. Electronic going to go down in connector. A lot of early Molotovs put out there from the CT side. Again, they're going to try and triple grenade it. Edward, well, nobody else is getting tagged from that either. Zeus is going to jump after the fact. He feels safe. Not expecting that there would be a double nade after it. I mean, that'd just be bad-mannered, wouldn't it?
That'd be a bit too much.
We'll leave that kind of stuff to Astralis, won't we?
They're the ones who can handle it. Well, Tarek still watching for a B push, far, far back, away from any danger. Slowly but surely, MIBR adjusting. They're running right into the op from Simple. It's going to be a pop flash. Looks like Fallen wants to peek this, and so many angles that he's got to worry about. Simple now just hoping someone walks down those stairs. These angles are all known to MIBR, though, and you can see the X-ray not visible to the players, but everyone from MIBR avoiding that entirely, and that's Stewie to find a kill. That might be through the smoke. That's in the staircase, and Simple might want to back away now. He's got no support whatsoever at the A side. Zeus is starting to rotate over. Calls it off, but all alone is this best player in the world hunting for 1 kill before he falls back, and he's not going to get it. Fallen outplays him. A 5-on-3, and Edward, Flamey, and Zeus, if they're not going to rotate over and hustle to the A bomb site, they may just want to think about saving this.
Yeah, I think they already are. I think they've given it up already. They're not even going to try. Fallen has been winning a lot of those fights, just edging into the scope, and somehow he's a bit quicker.
We talked about we knew the primary goal of Janko's as he joined to coach was to get Fallen back on track. He said we need the old Fallen back. Stewie said in an interview that they need Fallen to be at that previous level to be able to build around that. He's always been the foundational piece for this MIBR team, and we've seen glimpses of it in this event. It's nowhere near his previous peak, but it's starting to come back slowly but surely, and you can see what kind of advantages it provides when he's playing well.
Absolutely. A lot of teams right now in the top of Counter-Strike that definitely don't want Fallen back at that level. Never mind Cold Zero. I mean, if those two start to put it together, if they can find the spark again here at the major, that'll be something else. Good save from Edward. These rifles, like, once you make the call to save, especially doing it early on in the round, you don't want to lose your rifles in the last couple of seconds. That's really annoying.
Navi's generally very good at that. So are the Danish teams. Ooh, great shot from Flamey. They want more. That's really expensive. MIBR, it's not like they're rolling in cash, but they know how valuable those guns are. They know as well, remember, that one AK-47 that Flamey saved, that allowed Simple to have an AWP, and Simple still got the money for it. Because they didn't have to buy that 5th weapon, Simple can still pick up an op on his own. So a very strong buy with those 3 weapons saved. That is smart economic play from Navi down the stretch. I mentioned the only way this comeback happened is if MIBR can control the money in this game, and Navi with that decision takes a little bit of that control away.
They know it all the time, Navi. They can feel it right on the edge. They just need that one mistake to exploit that one opening kill. Anything going in their direction right here, and the map is theirs, and they can finally breathe a sigh of relief. And somehow they're being denied. More grenade setups, this time for the barrels, and nobody was there. Still a good idea to try and do it. And the spam through the wall, not going to connect with anyone either just yet. This 3-man stack here is not bad at all for the Navi side. Bomb is not committed to anything yet.
How aggressive does Stewie want to be here? He looks like he's poised and ready for a peek, ready for a pop flash in some way. Going to ignore the sandbags. Clear out the staircase. Fallen and Fur back towards A. That's the bomb on Fallen, though, and he's actually taking a pretty big risk, just leisurely walking through. And yeah, he's been cautious of all these angles, but if he gets taken out, that bomb's in an awkward spot. 50 seconds, and Simple gives up the angle right before first swings.
Wow.
He's been great for in this position. He's been so patient, playing it solo. Electronic might be lured into a peak here.
Yeah, he lost this fight last time, Electronic, and actually Fur, I think, picked up the kill on Simple as well. Who's going to win it this time? Simple preoccupied on the other side. He's going to pick up Tarek. Electronic goes for the fight. Fur just edging back in, and Electronic going to win it. That might be enough. 3 on 5. Navi, they might finally have found a way to close this map out. Cold Zero, one big kill, following it up and taking down Electronic. Somehow, they're back in the round, and now it's a 3 on 3. Surely, they should have lost this round already. 3 versus 5, and they're back into it. Cold holding the angle. Flamey with the instant headshot. It's a beautiful kill, and Stewie, he can't reconnect now. It's all on Fallen. He's kept them alive for a long time. The defuse is on the other side. He can't do it. 16-10 as Navi take down MIBR on overpass for the first map of the semi-finals. It's going to leave Dust 2 coming up. That was a very, very hard-fought battle for MIBR to try and get back into it, but Navi were looking great.
It's that second buy round that Navi had due to the saving decisions that they made. Now, if you're MIBR, the one thing you're going to focus on between these maps is we got beat up and we got battered in the first half, but we were still fighting. We still came back into this, and hopefully that gives you a little bit of an energy, because that's a risky pick coming up of Dust 2. We're going to head to a break. We're going to talk to the desk, and then we're going to get Dust 2 underway, so stay tuned.